Hey Fit Moms, welcome to your Make Way chair routine. I'm so excited to do this with you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get all of our workouts throughout pregnancy and beyond. Today we're going to stretch, we're going to take deep breaths, and we're going to do some different yoga poses using a chair. So make sure you have your chair available, some water, enjoy your workout, and let me know how it goes. Hey Fit Mom, welcome to your Make Way chair routine. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna use a chair, focus on our breathing, make sure you have water nearby, and also remember before starting, make sure you've checked in with your healthcare provider, OB, or midwife to make sure that this routine is appropriate for you. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get started. You're gonna sit nice and tall in your chair, and we're slowly just gonna side bend your head to your right shoulder. And I'm going to grab the bottom of my chair with my left hand just to give me a little bit of anchor, keeping that left shoulder down, breathing in my nose and exhaling, just letting the weight of gravity and my head just kind of gently pull, opening that upper trap. I'm going to trace my chin to my collarbone, and I'm going to bring my left ear to my left shoulder, and now I'm gonna grab my right hand underneath the chair just to anchor down my right shoulder and just get a nice upper trap stretch. Deep breath. We're gonna hold it here for a little bit, just opening up the neck, keeping your eyes closed, or if you want to keep them open, that's totally fine. We're gonna trace the neck again. We're gonna do that one more time. So I'm gently tracing my chin to my collarbone, bringing my right ear to my right shoulder again, grabbing the bottom of my chair with my left hand just to keep my left shoulder down. You may feel that it wants to creep up, and just nice deep slow breaths here. Especially in that third trimester, your baby bump may be growing, maybe compressing your lungs or your rib cage. So this is a really good time to just focus on your breathing, your baby, your movement. We're going to trace that collarbone again with our chin, nice and smooth and controlled, and we're going to bring the left ear to the right shoulder, grabbing the bottom of the chair with our right hand, getting a nice gentle stretch. My spine is tall, sitting nice and tall in that chair, trying not to slouch or arch. I almost said slouch and arch at the same time. Hold that there, and slowly you're going to relax. Okay, over here we're going to just press the arms away. So our fingertips are up, palms are facing away from us. We're going to take a nice deep breath and exhale. Just gently pushing through the palms of your hand. We're going to kind of play in space. For right now, we're going to go palm up, palm down, and then push your palms away. Again, palm up, so you're getting the shoulder blades back, palm down, and then push the palms away. We're going to do that a few times. Again, up, shoulders back, down, bring it in and push it away. We're going to do that one more time. Bring it up and down, bring them in and push that away. Okay, from here I'm going to turn my legs to the right. My feet are nice on the floor, nice and anchored. Again, I'm sitting up tall. So when you're sitting here, I want you to think about your posture. We don't want to be arching the back, right? We're already having a little bit more of an arch because of our awesome baby bump. But again, we're not slouching here. So what I usually tell people is kind of look at my hips. You can stick your hips back, tuck them under, and find center. So center, our spine is nice and long. The crown of our head is elongated to the ceiling. Now from here, we're gonna take our right arm, we're gonna take a deep breath. Exhale, as if you're doing a backstroke, and then I'm gonna take my left hand and just give a gentle twist to your spinal column here. Just kind of opening up a little bit, and then we're slowly gonna walk it out. We're gonna do that a couple more times. So deep breath, take that backstroke, breathe. My legs are staying in the position that they're in. They're not following me, but I am just gently, listening to your body, a gentle spinal twist, looking over that shoulder, and slowly coming out of it. We're gonna do it one more time, sitting up tall. Again, backstroke, elongate that arm. Opposite hand kind of follows it along. Sitting up tall, I'm not leaning back, right? And I'm not holding my breath. Exhale. You do want to hear yourself breathing. Nice long spine and relax. Okay, so anytime we come out of the position, take your time. We're gonna walk our feet and we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna face the opposite direction. So my feet are planted, my knees are straight from my hip again. And if you need to reposition, that's totally fine. You're gonna stick your hips back, tuck it under, and then find center. So I'm not here, I'm not arching, and I'm not rounded, right? So you can stick it out, tuck it under, find center, nice and long. You're gonna take your left arm now, backstroke, and then let the other arm follow. Breathe out, just gentle rotation of your spine. A few deep breaths here. Great job, and slowly coming out of it, we're gonna do it again. Again, reach up, elongate that arm. Take the opposite arm, let it follow. My shoulders are down, sitting up tall. Releasing any tension, any achiness. Maybe you had some trouble sleeping with your body changing. And we're slowly gonna come out of it. Last one, again, really big, deep breath. Brush stroke, opposite arm follows. And I'm just using the chair to help me anchor. I'm not forcing it, I'm not thrusting. Just listening to my body, getting a good gentle stretch in my torso. Just focusing on my breath and my awareness of my baby and my changing body, and slowly come out of it. Okay, so you're gonna walk your feet back to center. So we just finished our spinal twist, and now we're just gonna do a little bit of rolling. So my feet are nice and firm on the floor, and I'm gonna start from my head. I'm gonna let my head fall forward, followed by my shoulders, and I'm gently really rounding my back and coming forward. Now you may be able to come forward more than I do. It's totally up to you and your comfort level. Everyone's body and girth and baby bump's gonna be a little bit different, but it's just a nice rounded position. Head, neck, and shoulders are relaxed. Now think about the base of your spine. Think about your spinal cord being, or your vertebral column, I should say, being like blocks stacking on top. And now from the lower part, you're just gonna stack up one vertebrae at a time, not rushing it. The last thing that should lift is your head. We're gonna do that again. So you're gonna let the head fall forward, followed by the neck, followed by the shoulders, gently rounding forward. And again, you may go lower than me. There should be no discomfort, just a gentle stretch in your back. Think about the lower part of your vertebral column. Let it stack up. Imagine your back stacking up one vertebrae at a time. Just some good old spinal articulation. We're going to do that one more time, guys. Again, starting from the head. Let it round or fall forward. The neck. Just let the weight of your head and gravity be your friend. Rounding your shoulders, gently rounding your back to where you're comfortable, listening to your body, honoring your body, being aware of where you are in space. A few deep breaths, and then you're gonna roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Don't rush. As much as we're working our body, this is also really good for our mind, our emotions, especially since we're focusing on our breathing. Okay, so after our spinal roll down, we're gonna start to open up our hips. So we're gonna take our right ankle over our left knee, okay? You're sitting up tall. If you need to kind of open up your sits bones a little bit, that's totally fine. And try not to round or slouch. If you need to sit back in your chair more to use that support, that is totally fine. So sitting up nice and tall. Now, as I'm tall, you may feel yourself arching. Try not to arch. Again, finding that neutral spine, sitting up tall, taking your breath, and then exhale, just some gentle pressure, pushing gently on that right thigh and right knee. And if that's okay, I'm gonna open up my hips a little bit more and just a gentle hinge forward, not forcing it, not thrusting. My shoulder blades are back, my back is flat, and just taking nice deep slow breaths here, feeling a good stretch in my outer hip, butt, thigh, just gently opening up that hip and then slowly coming out of it. If you need to bring that leg down and shake it out, that's totally fine. We're gonna do that again. Ankle over knee. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. And just gentle pressure on that knee. We're gonna come forward, shoulders stay back. Again, we don't want them by our ears. Just gentle movement, keeping your eyes soft, shoulders down, focusing on your breath, and slowly coming out of it. We're gonna do it one more time. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna bring it forward, shoulders down and back. Kind of gently leading with your chest, hinging from your hips. Again, everyone's range is going to be a little bit different. Everyone's girth is a little bit different, and we're slowly going to come out of it. So what we do on the right side, we're also going to do on the left. We're going to take that left ankle over knee. Again, if you need to readjust your sit bones and kind of wiggle a little bit, that's fine. You want to sit up nice and tall. And you may see that one side's a little bit tighter than the other. That's okay. Deep breath. Exhale, gentle pressure. And if you feel like, oh, I want to go a little bit further, gentle hinge forward. You can press your hand or even your forearm, keeping the shoulder blades back, leading with your heart center. Your hips stay down and just kind of hinging forward. You want to feel this in the outer hip, butt, thigh of the left side, and then slowly coming out of it. Again, if you need to kind of wiggle and shake it out, that's totally fine. We're going to do it again. Ankle over knee, sit up tall, and exhale, releasing any tension, keeping the shoulder blades back, deep, slow breaths. And again, it's helpful to close your eyes just to reduce the stimulus around you, or even if you need to dim the lights a little bit, that's totally fine. Just really focusing on your breathing, releasing some tension, and just feeling good. We're gonna do it one more time. Deep breath, sit up tall, exhale, you're gonna come forward, releasing the tension in your hips, taking your time. One more deep breath, and we're slowly gonna come back up. From here, we're gonna revisit that right leg. We're gonna bring your knee just gently up. We're not cranking it up by our chest or anything. We're sitting tall. But we are gonna lift, and from there, we're gonna push that heel out and away, and you'll be surprised how good this feels. And you're gonna point the toe, and then you're gonna push through that heel, and we're gonna bring it in. So we're gonna straighten that leg. Again, we're sitting up tall, we're not rounding. We're pushing through that heel, pointing the toe. Let's do that a few more times. Pointing and flexing, shoulder blades stay back, especially if you've developed some swelling. This is really good, and relax. We're gonna do that one more time. Again, we're gonna lengthen, push through your heel, get a good stretch behind the calf, a little bit behind the hamstring. You're gonna point. We're gonna do that a few times, point and flex. Not holding your breath, right? Breathing through it, and relax. This time, same leg. You're gonna extend, push through the heel, but now we're gonna circle to the right. Nice big ankle circles, working through your range of motion. And we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna go to the left. Just pretend like you're making a circle. If you have a pen in between your toes with the tips of your toes, right? With your foot. And relax. Give that quad a break. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite leg, your left. So you're gonna extend, push through that heel, wake up those tissues. We're gonna point, sitting up tall, flex. Good job. We're gonna do that a few times. Nice and smooth and controlled, and relax. Here we go. You're gonna lengthen, tighten the quad, push through that heel, point the toe, connecting your movement with your breath. One more. Pushing through the heel, toes are pulled back, and relax. Last one, we're gonna push it out through the heel, toes up, point, sitting up tall, flex. Good job, guys. Couple more. Just some gentle range of motion, and relax. This time we're gonna do the ankle circles. So we're gonna lengthen, push through that heel. We're gonna circle to the left, keeping that quad engaged, waking up the ankle, right? We're gonna do one more, and now we're gonna circle to the opposite side, keeping that leg lengthened. So I'm not moving at my hip, right? It's just at my ankle. Feels so good to kind of give some of that tension out of the ankle and the foot, and relax. So now that everything's opened up, we're actually going to stay seated and go into our warrior two position. So we're going to turn our body at an angle to the right. My right leg is going to open up in about a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to slide my left leg open so my toes are pointed forward. And I am going to make sure, so I'm not arching at my low back or hip area. I'm not rounded, I'm right in the center. So my toes, ankle, knee, and hip are all aligned here on my right side. My toes on my left are pointed forward. Now once you're in this position, you're gonna slide the chair under the meaty part of that right hamstring, okay? It's a nice strong pose. We're gonna bring the arms out and just nice deep breaths. I'm gonna look over my right shoulder and exhale. We're gonna hold this just for a little bit, keeping the hips open, keeping the spine long. Deep breath again and exhale. Now we are gonna add a little bit of movement. So we're gonna come down onto that right thigh, lengthen that arm up, feels so good. And then we're gonna come out of it, lengthen the right arm up, slide the left arm down, and then repeat that. So we're not holding it too long, just smooth and controlled, keeping the hips open, lengthening that arm. I'm looking in the direction that my arms are going in, keeping my heart open. One more time, nice and smooth. Not holding our breath, working within the range that feels comfortable for you. And we're slowly going to relax. So I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to scoot to the center, and I'm gently going to walk both of my legs back to center. So we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to go the opposite direction. So again, I'm going to turn to the corner on the left. My left leg is going to make a little bit of a right angle, so my toes are pointed that way. Now my right leg, I am going to open up. I'm going to scoot back a little bit and lengthen that leg. So my right toes, or my right foot, my toes are pointed forward. Now, once I have that position, I'm just going to gently slide the chair so it's under the meaty part of my left hamstring here, okay? My arms are out, taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, I'm looking over my left shoulder. Nice strong stance in the chair, allowing your body to settle into the position, but I'm not holding my breath. And now we're gonna add some movements, slowly coming up, lengthening that arm, bringing it down, coming back. Deep, slow breaths, stretching it out, keeping my chest open, nice and smooth and controlled. Nice fluid motion, movement. Taking in deep breaths. Feels good to open up the hips, lengthen the spine, strong arms. We're gonna do it one more time. Different pace today, but that's so good for your body, for your mind, for your lungs. Nice and smooth and controlled, and we're going to relax. Take your time, use your hands, bring it back to the center of the chair, and you're gonna bring your legs forward. From here, guys, we are gonna stand, but we are still using our chair. So I'm gonna stand up, and then from here, I'm just gonna slide the chair just a little bit, and I'm gonna face that both of my toes are about parallel. Now you want a stance where you're a little bit more than hip width apart because you want to give some room for baby, right? We're going to place our hands on the chair, making sure it's nice and secure. My knees are soft, and I'm just going to take a little bit of a hairbreadth step back. From here, I'm going to kind of push through my arms, relax my head, and if you feel like you need a wider stance, that's totally fine. If that's too much of a stretch or uncomfortable position, you can bring it down to the forearms. And again, you're pushing through the hips. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Finding that position that works for you. not holding our breath, releasing some of the tension between the shoulder blades, between the back. We're slowly going to come up onto our hands, and from here we're just going to have a more of a flat back, and we're just going to wag the tail side to side. So slowly getting out of that position, releasing the hips a little bit, releasing that low back. And we're going to go right back into that downward dog using a chair. Again, there's different positions that you can use. And we're just going to come onto our forearms, push through the shoulder blades, pushing through the hips, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Or if you want to push through your hands, that's totally fine as well. It's definitely okay to kind of play with it and adjust. Taking deep breaths and relax. We're going to come back into a flat back, and we're just going to wag the tail and just kind of get some of that tension out from our low back. All right, our next position, we're going to challenge our balance and core a little bit more. And I'm still facing the chair this way, so I'm going to keep my left foot and toes facing that direction. My left arm is touching the chair. From here, I'm going to bring both hands onto the chair, and I'm going to take my right leg up. So my toes are pointed forward. I'm pushing through my heel. So I can keep my hands here, or if I feel like this is not too bad, I can open up and challenge my hips a little bit more, okay? Don't hold your breath. If this is okay, you can lengthen up, but if that's too much, you can bring it down, or you can place your hand on the chair. Totally up to you. Strong legs, pushing through the heels of both of the legs, but not holding the breath. Waking up the hips a little bit, and we're slowly going to come down. And all we're going to do from here is go back into that child's pose, or again on your forearms, wherever is more comfortable for you, just to get a little bit of a release. And relax. We're going to come back up onto our hands, and we're going to do that one more time. Take your time with it. So again, my left foot is facing that way. Left hand's on the chair. Once I have, okay, I know where I am in space and I have good position, I'm going to put both hands on the chair. And then from here, I'm going to extend the right leg. My toes are pointed forward. Once I feel secure, I'm breathing, pushing through the heels of both. I'm going to place my hand on my hip just to give myself a little bit more of a challenge. And then if that's okay, you're going to lengthen up, open up your heart center, breathe through it. You can always back it down or bring it down to the chair and slowly all the way down. And again, we're just going to come down into our forearms, push through the hips, and relax. So we're going to do that same position, but on the opposite side. So I'm just going to move the chair, but now my right leg is on the inside, so my right foot is going to face the chair. My right arm is on the chair, so I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to place both hands down. So again, we have different positions. Once you're here, you're going to bring the left leg now up. My left toes are pointed forward. Once I feel grounded and pushing through both heels, I can stay here, or I can place my hand on my hip, and you may see that one side is a little bit easier than the other, or I can challenge myself and open up my heart center a little bit more, strong legs, and if I need to come down, you can come down, or you can place your hand on the chair and slowly come out of it. We're going to go on all fours, on our forearms I should say, and push up, or if you want to step back and lengthen through the arms, that's okay as well. And we're slowly going to come up. So we're going to do that one more time. So again, my right leg is facing the chair. My arms are going to come down on the chair to give me some support. I'm going to extend my left. My toes are pointed forward. Deep, slow breath. There's no hurry, no rush. I'm gonna place my hand on my hip. If you wanna challenge yourself a little bit more, you can lengthen up, nice and smooth and controlled. If that's too much, you can bring it back down. If that's too much, you can drop the arm down, and then we can slowly bring it down together. Again, we're gonna be on our forearms or on your hands, totally up to you. Slowly come out of it. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders, pushing through your spine, through the hips. We're gonna come up onto our hands, back flat, wag the tail. You guys are doing awesome. And then from here, we're slowly going to stand up. Okay, we're gonna take a nice deep breath together. Get a good base of support with your feet. Inhale, bring it up. You guys did wonderful. Exhale, push those palms away. So what we did sitting, we're gonna finish standing today. So palm up, palms down, or thumb pointed down. Bring it in and push it away. I hope you guys enjoy this routine. Palms up, and then we're gonna go down. Good, bring it in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hey Fit Mom so you get up to date with all of our workouts throughout your pregnancy and beyond, right? Throughout all of motherhood. Now from here, you're gonna take that right arm up, deep breath, and we're slowly gonna side bend to the left and then push it away. Again, on that right side, bring it up and slow side bend. And bring it down, opposite side, lengthen, bring it up. Take your time, exhale. We started sitting and we're gonna end standing together. Hope you guys are feeling stronger, more open in the rib cage and your lungs. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, great job, you mama bears. You guys are doing awesome. Last one, deep breath. And exhale. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout. I'm so grateful to do it with you. Make sure you subscribe to Hey Fit Mom, and we'll see you next time. Ciao for now.